Hi Marchem customers, it's the duo, Sean and Gary, coming to you from our factory in Cape Town. It seems like forever since we were opposite you at your desk or at your factories, around your machine or in your colour kitchens, but we just want to reassure you that we are still out and about and healthy and full of energy.
And can get rid
At the moment we're going to take a mask off because, as you know, we are a family business, so we are in the same family bubble. And I'll get back to the mask later. Yes, it's been 4 trying months, I think, for most of us. I think a lot of us are finding it incredibly challenging. Some of us are despondent, depressed, feeling like totally helpless. But I know that all of us, as South Africans collectively, are quite resilient, quite resourceful, and will rise above any challenge. And I think this is just another one of those challenges, albeit a global one. I think, if we work smartly, if we work together, if we communicate properly, if we use the tools that are available, I think we've got a good chance of getting through this and hopefully increasing our business going forward. In the lockdown, we've, as a family, have split up over 3 locations. I'm working from my garage at my home. Gary is mostly at the factory with our skeleton staff, and then Haley and Kim are in Stellenbosch working from our office there. And I think, like a lot of us have experienced through this COVID pandemic, is that we've been pushed into using technologies such as communicating on WhatsApp or on Zoom or on Microsoft Teams, Skype, or whatever tool you use. And it's not as gloomy as one anticipated, and in fact you can be quite efficient by communicating using good internet and the tools that are available. So we've done it quite successfully. And we've gone beyond that. We've sort of spent hour or so a day where we Zoom and we talk about different types of tools and techniques that allow us, with the minimum staff that we got, to try achieve maximum output. So we're doing little tutorials and stuff, and at a later stage I'll probably expand that to the customer base and give you some tips and tricks of how to maximize your efficiency using applications like Excel or Word or search programs or media programs.
I'm going to interject there. Zoom has been a phenomenal thing and has made a lot of people accessible that were not accessible before. So in Zooming, I'm able to Zoom internationally. So it has forced people to start looking outside the box because they cannot travel, and they have to communicate and interface with people without being there physically. And that's just made things so much more available. So technology and processes are starting to change, where people are looking at webinars, for instance. So I've been on a lot of webinars looking at new products. You'll see things all around me, so that even though we're in a lockdown, we've been looking at new techniques, new pigments, new processes, even raw materials. I mean, we've had an extreme shortage of raw materials internationally, especially when China closed down. A lot of the plants that were had products being manufactured for international and global market have just been cut, and a lot of those factories have closed. So we've had to look at alternatives. A lot of people don't want to change anything because it works, and because it works they don't want to change, and because things have not been made available, they've been forced to change. And just like us talking to you now, this is a forced change, and something that we will embrace and continue to embrace.
And I believe in many ways a good change. We've spoken about it. That our company has always been in the forefront of technology and tried to harness that for the best effect. I think the COVID has pushed everybody to a point of saying we now have to get into that in a hurry, make it concise, make it meaningful, and make it that it delivers impact. So, this will be the first part, just to say hi during this period, to say we're still around and that we are going to undertake to make concise, impacting videos on different topics. Even if you ask us about something and we say, okay, well, instead of just chatting to you on the phone, what we're going to do is go one step further, make a little video, make it something, put it in the can, upload it to you, and you can keep it to cross-train your staff. But we're going to make some generic ones that'll inform you about current trends, things from M&R, from the printing side, from the general printing side, from the manufacturing side, from staff, from programs, and using this tool to give you a condensed, concise input rather than a delayed, protracted input over many one-on-one visits.
And I think what you're going to find is because it's only we used to say it's a phone call away or it's a WhatsApp away. Now it's actually going to be a lot more in your face, FaceTime. So the Zoom platform is one that's used. So it's going to be more and more dynamic as far as that's concerned. So we've developed a whole lot of new products in the sanitizer range. So we've got our surface sanitizer, which is double protection, doesn't leave any residual muck on the surface, but it's got an effective kill rate.
I want to try something. There we go.
This is the hand sanitizer. Again, the hand sanitizer, as opposed to a surface sanitizer, has to have a lot of other components in it to look after our biggest asset, is our skin, our coating that protects the entire integrity of our body. So this is the most important thing. Then you come to this particular one, which is, all right, we should have sprayed.
No, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
This is our computer sanitizer or cleaner. It's for all electronics, and the reason why you don't want to use any other surface or hand sanitizer on your computerized system is that there's a residual left behind, and also the water component. So those are just a couple of products that we've developed on the side.
And I am going to cut into that and bring the proper spray back, so watch out for that moment. Okay, Gary, let's try a second go. I think we've primed the nozzle, so go for it. So this, I've got a little lint-free cloth here.
Just do a little spritz onto it. The ideal thing about this is that it is quick evaporating, doesn't leave a rainbow effect, and you can use it for all types of electronics, computer monitors, keyboards, keypads, anything that is susceptible to moisture. So cameras, lenses, cell phones, most important.
Then we've tied up with another importer into South Africa, and we're bringing things in like IR thermometers. We're bringing in pulse oximeters to test your pulse and your oxygen levels. I'll send more in the links below as to why that's important as an early warning sign of any kind of changes in your vital statistics. We've got face shields that we're bringing in from one of our customers who's making a great face shield. I've got a separate video that I'll put in the link below. It's tiltable, it's fully adjustable, it's a lightweight, 44 grams, extremely nice to wear. Finishing off, we in Johannesburg, you know, we had a depot for our Gauteng clients, and you know, circumstances up there during the COVID period, because we were co-renting with another company, dynamics changed there, and we've recalled our depot down to Cape Town during this COVID period, and we're going to look to reevaluate our positioning when we get up to Johannesburg. But for now, nothing is going to change. We're going to supply from Cape Town. We're going to liaise with the customers, keep in touch with their stock levels, prompt and promote, and make sure our service delivery and our input is better than before. You know, this is a totally different, I hate to use that horrible expression be bandied about now, the new normal, but things have changed. You know, this is something different, and people are going to require that people are concise, informative, targeted, and people want to get on with serious business, because it's more than just survival. It's about, you know, the future livelihoods.
Yeah, just to add to again the way that the masks flip back, we haven't come across a mask that flips back as well as these do and stays in place. So that is always something that's very important. Just backing up what Sean said, it's not only a matter of survival, it's rebuilding this economy. And the only way we can do that is to do it together, looking at newer, fresher ways of doing it. And this is one of the ways that we're going to do it. So we look forward to interacting with you in this way. And
in fact, you know, 2 months ago, we were making, in the hard lockdown, we were making our first hand sanitizer, which went down very well. And we were blessed to have the opportunity to be able to source the raw materials and to make it. But at that stage, for a good month, it was just Gary and myself in our factory mixing and decanting and labeling and packing and dispatching. And we had a good laugh about it. Unfortunately, we didn't have any beers over it because there were no beers at that stage. But we had a good laugh about it because, and I'll cut away in the editing of this to show you that we started exactly 30 years ago, not exactly, in January 1990. So 2020 is a year of absolute surprise, but it is our 30th year in business. And we started off in the garage, just the two of us mixing to the wee hours of the morning, and we had a good laugh saying, well, is this what life's turned out to? He's, I'm 56 and Gary's what, 62, and we've gone not only full circle, but we've tumbled a couple of full circles, and now we are mixing and decanting ourselves. But with a big smile and a laugh on our face, we will endure. And I think that's the spirit of most of you out there, that let's take the gloom, let's repurpose it and come out positive.
Absolutely.
Communication is where we're going to be going forward, and if you guys can share as much information with us, give us your email addresses, your cell phone numbers, we will be respectful with the kind of information we're going to send, and a pledge that we'll promise right now, we'll only send you stuff that we believe is pertinent to the growth and the profitability of your business. So please, I'll put all the links down below for our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube. Please subscribe, please like, and we'll send you information which will help build all of us and help us all survive this pandemic.
And if you need to send samples, or if you have any queries, any problems, please feel free to send those along. Even short little clips, WhatsApp clips when you have a problem. It's the easiest way of being able to communicate and for us to see what is actually physically happening. So anything that we can do for you, please contact us.
And we're going to make it simple by giving you, and you will see it right here, one WhatsApp number for Marchem. So you pop your stuff through there, and that will be managed and sent to all of us if we get back to you quickly. So cheers guys, we'll see you in Joburg, we'll see you in Durban soon, we'll see you in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Namibia, where else do we go?
Ethiopia,
and maybe one day Senegal. Cheers for now.